Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Let's repeat that. Hello everybody, welcome to the Swing Trading Show. Today we're Wednesday, May 13th, 2015. The question bar is open. If ever you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Now, with the market situation today, where are we right now? We actually have markets that continue to remain neutral. At opening, we had a slight rally on the market that was short-lived, and we saw we lost all this upward momentum on all indices. The thing is that we had in Europe some good news. For the first time, we have GDP that's showing an increase in Germany and France. It's still below in estimates in Germany and in the Eurozone. However, it's growing, which means that the quantitative easing program had an impact. But why markets fell today is because we had a disappointing retail sales data in the US. And the fact that we have disappointing retail sales data has actually created a wave of buyers in the gold sector. So I'm going to focus my attention on that sector here for today. So if you take a look at the sector here, we have gold that's clearly breaking a sideways formation. There's still another resistance that's that 116 that we're testing right now. So can we break that resistance of 116? It's possible. So here are the there is the strategy on the gold sector. The sector is starting a slight bullish cycle. There's still a lot of resistance that's there, but it can be broken out and we can go higher than that resistance. Now, this is a strategy on the gold sector. 3 strategies that you have that you can adopt. First of all, you can trend trade some stocks. So you will buy the stocks and hold on to them as long as they remain within the upward trend. A stock like Dator Gold, for instance, you could buy it and hold on to it as long as it remains above 1320. A stock like Kirkland Lake Gold, today they announced that they achieved their 2015 production target, so good job for them. The stock, you could trend trade it as long as it stays above $6, because at $6, that will be a reversal of this upward trend. A stock like Agnico Eagle, you could trend trade that stock as long as it remains above 38.71, so that's also a strategy. The thing is, we don't have really several breakouts in the gold sector, because in the gold sector, it's mostly a slight continuity of the bullish cycle there, because every day we have been rising for the last two to three days. Now, if we take a look at the potential breakouts that we have in the sector, there's B2 Gold today that broke out. Target for B2 Gold is around 215 to take some profit. Right now, we're losing some momentum. There's also Torex Gold that could break out higher than 120. And there's also Premier Gold Mines that could break out higher than 256. So you could wait for those breakouts, those stocks that are still neutral, to confirm a breakout before getting in the gold sector. That's the second strategy that you have. And the third strategy that you have is to actually open some positions among the bullish ETFs such as HGU or NUGT. So either open some positions among the bullish ETF to trade the gold sector, because there are not several breakouts, several buying signals in the sector. So buying the ETF is actually one of the safest alternative compared to that. You can trend trade some stocks. We saw Dator Gold, Agnico Eagle. Those stocks still represent a buy as long as you respect your exit point, and your exit point will be when those stocks will reverse their upward trend. Or you can be more patient and wait for those stocks to actually break out. We saw some stocks like Premier Gold Mines, for instance, that could break out higher than 260. And those stocks, though, if you wait for a clearer signal on them, that is also an alternative to actually trade the cycle of the gold sector. But so far, there are not a lot of breakouts in the sector because of the technical pattern. So this is a strategy that we have favored on marketgurus.tv. In terms of the news, we had one important, I wanted to bring to your attention one news here on a particular stock, PAL. This company, there was an auction to acquire this company. Finally, Danaher won the auction, so they will pay $127.20 per share to acquire PAL Corp. And in terms of the news, we have a news on GD.com. I'm mentioning GD.com because it's a stock that we still have among our analyst shares portfolio on marketgurus.tv that you can have access for free for 10 days. We have recommended GD.com, I think around this area or that area, if I remember right. We have been able to take 2 rounds of profit, and today we're holding on to that position as long as it remains above its support of 32.50. The news is that Sephora has actually hired them to build a system to actually sell their products online. So let's take a look at some questions. There are some interesting ones that we have here. There's one from Gaston. It was from yesterday, though. So let me take it. So you bought Edgewater at 26 cents. I want to know if it's time to sell. Well, sell, maybe not, because the stock is not yet overbought, but take some profit, yes. Take some profit, yes. So you could take some profit, hold on to your current position on that stock, and let's say you could have 2 strategies. If ever you take some profit today, I think it's important to do so today. If ever the stock reaches 26 cents, which is your paid price, you might maybe reduce, and you'll close it totally if the stock goes below 22.50, because it will reverse this short-term upward trend. So that's my strategy on Edgewater Wireless. A good trade, but right now you're in a situation where you should take some profit. Now, Jules has a question here on PVG. Percham Resources bought today at 751. Where do you see support and resistance? Well, what is a support? A support is a point where that we have tested many times. So what is a point here that we have tested many times? We can see that it has been this point, around 673. So every time we tested 673, we see the stock slightly rebounded. So that's actually a confirmation of a support. What's a resistance? A resistance is a point where every time we have tested it, the stock went slightly down. So we can consider this point here, 767, as some kind of a resistance, because we tested it here, we went down. Tested it here, we went down. Here, also there. This one here could be considered resistance at 706. So this short-term resistance of 706, we have broken it out. The stock has also reversed this downward trend. So it's a good thing. Actually, PVG, it's a great breakout. It's a great buying signal. Did a good job. Now, what are the targets on that stock? Well, it's clear that the support is at 676, right? The thing I like is the higher bottom on the stochastics. The thing I like is that the 10-day, which is in red, could go above the 30-day moving average. Now, what can be the target of that rally? Where could it go? Well, if I put a Fibonacci retracement from that top to that bottom here, I see that the next target could be around $8 could be the next target on a stock like that. So right now we had a point where we have already reached 50% of all this decline on that breakout. So there's a risk that we might just pause there on Pritchard Resources. So you just bought it at the top, right, of this 50% retracement. So which means that I would hold on to it. I don't think there's no need to panic even if it's stabilized. But at $8, know that it's a point where you're going to have to take some profit. The thing that makes me think that this stock could pursue its rally is by looking at the MACD, which is just crossing on the upside, by looking at the histogram that is in positive territory, by looking at the stochastics that is confirming a higher bottom. Those are all things that are actually bullish. And also the mining sector remains a sector where we could have several breakouts. We have Tower Resources that is actually breaking out today in the sector. Other stocks didn't perform as much. Oh, Major Drilling Group did perform well. So some stocks in the mining sector are doing well. PVG, I don't know if they're only in the mining sector, but also in the gold sector too. But also with the rally that we have among gold sector, Pritchard Resources is also benefiting from that. So for me, Pritchard Resources, it's a nice buy that you did, right? So Pritchard Resources, for me, the exit point is at 680. That's the support. As for the target, I think at $8, you're gonna have to take some profit on that stock because this is a point where you're gonna have a pause. Right now, there's still a risk that we might stabilize at the price here of 750, but I think it's worth to hold a position like that, like Pritchard Resources. It could turn out to be explosive, especially if you see that during the day that the gold sector maintained its rally. I think there's no reason to be able to close out positions, and that will be a great timing where you got in on that stock, Jules. So good job there. Now, Tracy has a question. How do you pick an entry point to buy a stock for day trade? Do you just guess and hope you get it right? Thanks, Chris. Well, the short answer is no, Tracy. We just don't guess and put it right. So in the next segment, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how on MarketGurus.tv, the methodology that we use to actually find the best picks for day trading. And I'm also going to show you some picks, some technical indicators you could use to actually day trade and determine an entry point on a stock. But all this is going to be due on the next segment, showing you how with Decision Plus tools, Market Vision, MarketGurus.tv, and Trader Plus, that you have all the tools necessary to actually have a great day trading platform to do day trading.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above.
So welcome back. So Tracy, let me answer your question here. So first of all, this is how you can use all the tools of Decision Plus. On MarketGurus.tv, that you can have access for free for 10 days, every day we actually, before the markets open, we publish a list of the stocks that are about to be in a breakout. So for instance here, you see on the 13 here, this is the list of all the stocks that have to be watched for day trading. Now, this is on MarketGurus.tv where you have the menu of the stocks. And this is actually all the picks that you have for day trading on MarketGurus.tv. Now, how do we proceed on MarketGurus.tv to create that list? We use Market Vision. And on Market Vision, what we use the function which is called Scanner. So we scan here. We can actually put winners. Usually before the markets open, we usually put, for instance, this thing here, and we put the volumes before the last trading day. So for instance, right now the markets are already open. So what we will do, we'll put the scanner function, we'll choose winners, and we'll choose around this area the the trading range of the last stocks that have been traded with a minimum volume of 25,000. So let's take a look at the ones that are most active. Let's choose NASDAQ, because NASDAQ is usually a stock, an index where you could have the best picks. So we have NASDAQ, which is the scanner function. And what do? Boom, we have almost 441 stocks that are remain active. So there's that stock that just popped, OHGI. So OHGI, how could you day trade a stock like that? Well, this is actually where Market Vision Trader Plus comes into play. So you can actually take a look at the intraday chart on that stock. You see, since it rallied, the stock didn't do much, and now it went down. So this didn't pay out. Now, I want to show you a clear example on how Trader Plus can help you determine what stock has a best entry point. So let's take a look here at UGAS, for instance. So UGAS, right, you see here, this is a stochastics. It's usually the type of technical indicator that we use. There's several ones that you can use on Trader Plus. There's the RSI, the volume unbalance, the moving average, but usually we use the stochastics here for day trading on marketgurus.tv. And here you had a clear entry point on UGAS. Why? Because we had a clear sideways formation, a support, a resistance. We broke it out. Not only one uptick, but we also made a second uptick on the upside. That confirms we have a second uptick that's higher than the first uptick, that there's a strength of the upward momentum. And what did the stochastics say? The stochastics say that when the buyers came in here, well, stochastics was making a higher bottom and volumes were also increasing. So that's actually a clear signal that this breakout you could have believed in on UGAS. I also want to show you here our day trade of the day, for instance, which is DGLI. So how could you have day trade DGLI? So first of all, you see that you had a clear sideways formation on DGLI. You had a first uptick here, but not a second uptick because the stock went down after. So that bullish cycle here was not one we could believe in. The stock didn't perform well. Finally, we had a new sideways formation and another breakout. And what did the stochastics say? Stochastics say, the buyers are starting to get in. We have volumes that are increasing there. So that confirmed the wave of buyers. So even if we had a first uptick, we didn't do a second uptick and higher, we went slightly down, but you could have actually believed in that breakout because of how the stochastics was playing out with the increase in volume. So that showed that this entry point actually paid off in Digital Alley, and you were able to take some profit around 1845. Why 1845? Because we saw that at 1845, stochastics was totally overbought, and we were starting to have slightly declining volume. So that was a signal that a wave of sellers would come in on that stock. So those is actually some techniques that you could use with Market Vision, with the tools that Decision Plus offers. So if I make a wrap up, first of all, on marketgurus.tv, this is where you find your menu. Every morning we post a list of the stocks that are most active to watch for day trading, and we also make an update. So you'll be able to take a look at that list with marketgurus.tv. Now, with Market Vision, what you could use is use the scanner function. You scan, take a look at the stocks that are most active on either TSX Venture New York or NASDAQ. You take your picks and you put them on Trader Plus. And on Trader Plus, I said that the most active technical indicators that we use, it's actually the stochastics. And I'll show you an example of UGAS, where UGAS gave a clear entry point there. Stochastics made a higher bottom. That confirmed the strength of this upward momentum. Or another example with Digital Alley, that has been our day trade of the day, and where this entry point came out clear because we had a clear break of that resistance, stochastics that was heading higher, increase in volume. So you had all the conditions that could make you believe that this breakout was actually one that paid off. So it's not a guess. There's some techniques that we use. Of course, we're always trying to make sure that this technique get better, to sharpen our technique. But usually with the stochastics, we had a pretty good, I would say, amount of success. Of course, there's still some things that need to be worked out a little bit. We don't have a portfolio for day trading, but for swing trading on marketgurus.tv. But we're trying to work on to find a technique that could allow us to have a portfolio for day trading, that could allow us to coach people on marketgurus.tv, because our portfolio it's mostly for swing traders. So folks, I'm going to take the other questions for tomorrow. Hope I answer your questions, Tracy. Today, only the gold sector remains interesting. I've shown you the 3 strategies you could trade the sector. You trend trade the stocks, so get rid of them if they reverse the upward trend. Wait for clearer signals in some stocks. We had some stocks that were still neutral, so wait for a clearer signal on those stocks, or open some positions on the bullish ETF, Nugget, HGU, those are some example. And elsewhere on other sectors, though, the situation remains totally flat, weak. Markets still remain neutral. They lost all the upward momentum today, so it's still not a situation where for swing trading, you should be in a buying spree, but rather continue to remain patient and hold on to your positions, even with the bearish ETF that we've talked about yesterday. I think today it's still a hold on those bearish ETF. So I wish you all a good trading and see you tomorrow on the Swing Trading Show on DecisionPlus.com.